Shalom, children of Israel. My name is Mika Massa, and greetings. I just came back from my traditional marriage, and it was very good. It is very important to, yeah, to make the traditional marriage because this is the real marriage, not the Christian marriage, but the traditional marriage is a real marriage. So I did it, and I feel really good, and I feel like the Most High will um, give me now double to that I have already become. So it was very nice. I spent a lot of money, yes, and it was also freaky, but I was wear like a king, yeah, because I am a king, and I think many of our brothers in all of Europe and Africa, because I was in Angola, they will do the same because the traditional dressing that I had on with my women, it was really unique. unique. So it is like I wear kente, I wear some change, and the chain was with the teeth of a lion and some traditional dressing. So it was very spiritual. My entrance in the to the saloon was very spiritual, and yes, very nice. But I did not come today to speak about my marriage. I will make a video about it. So I will break down why people in families don't like other family members to marry, and uh, I will break down why always why we have a lot of people that they get used by night. And so this means some people, some family members and stuff like that, using them by night and sleeping with them so that they cannot marry or having children, etc., etc. This is another part of a video that I will make. But now today we are speaking about another thing. And the thing we're speaking about is very important for all of us to know, because you should know that every human is like an animal. If you see a chicken, how a chicken does protect her eggs or other reptiles or other animals, you will directly understand why the most of humans are racist. And this racism, um, it's not always bad, because you should know that racism is a thing like you want to protect yourself. It's like self-defense, yeah, because we are different. We are different. Even before we came here to Earth, we were different, yeah. And the Most High, He liked it to make us different, yeah. Yes, we can say we came from one creation, etc., etc., but we are not the same. Even if you have twins, you should know the twins have different hearts, different attitudes. They cannot be all the same, you see. And this is that makes us human. This is that makes us to be, yeah, different. And so racism and jealousy and all those things is in us. And the Most High was so ridiculous to always to separating us, to say you are better than him because you honor me more. I like you more than him because you are the chosen one, and etc., etc. So the Most High himself, he was separating us and say, no, I don't want the other, and I take the other. And so we as humans or creation, the creation of the Most High, we become more jealous, we become more angry, and this jealousy and angry racism, it comes from one, and it gets to our sons, from our sons to their children, from generation to generation, and you cannot take it away from us. Yeah, it's self-defense. Okay, it's like you have a lion against antelope. Antelope know if a lion comes, I have to go away. If not, this guy will this lion will eat me off. So if antelope now has thirst and he has to drink something, so he has to have a tactic how he can survive, how he can how he can become getting this drink. And this is that what I want to talk to you with today, because it's very important for you to know that we have now on this point uh, uh, um, we have now on this point a very important part that I want to share with you. It's always like I told you, I go always back to Africa because I like Africa. Africa is feeding the whole world years and years and years. Without Africa, no one can survive. We don't care about Americas. We don't care about China. We don't care about South America. We're talking about Africa. Without Africa, the humans cannot survive because Africa is the mother of us all. And we have some people that Yah did not bless like he blessed the African country. So these people, yeah, shalom. So these people, what did they do? They they were suffering and they living in mountains and hills. They was eating meat that was not even cooked. They had a lot of hairs to protect themselves because it was very cold. They did not get any blessing. Yeah, they could not do agriculture. They starting to plant potatoes to survive. You know, still today you can go in Europe and all around you, all over Europe, to find a good meat to eat. You will not find them. Yeah, and in 2013 you will see we will have also again a problem with meat, and it will be like in the movies. They will give us a meat that is that is chemical meat, because the meat is going out, it's running out. But we're coming to that soon, because today is we're talking about uh, uh, how people are doing everything to survive, because they will do everything to survive. Now again, these people now, these nations, they said, how can it be that we are not so blessed? And they went over to other countries to find where they can find fruitful lands. So they were in war thousands of years against each other. Yeah, the Romans against the Dutch against the Dutch against the English, against the Hollandish, against the France. So these people, they fought like crazy against each other for salvation, to survive. They have to survive. That's why they fight each other, because of the lands. They want who has the fruitful land, who has the most gold, who has the most fish, because they have to survive. Now, after seeing that, there are other countries like in Australia, Africa, etc. They went over to see that those people, they lived in paradise conditions. So this means the nature, what means also Yah, because Yah is not only in the in human or in animals, he's also in nature. Yeah, so they saw that the nature are feeding the humans. So the nature is they are intact with the humans, and they saw that it's not only that, they saw that there is something like a spirit, and this spirit is ruling over these people and protecting them. They was like this, like in a paradise. Okay, so they went over and saw this kind of conditions, and they say we have to attack and destroy it. How can it be that we are not so blessed? And these people called themselves the aliens. Yeah, the aliens. Good. All of us are aliens if we go into this part, because all of us came from another place over to this planet. Yeah, I will prove it soon with other videos, how it was with the 12 tribes, etc., how we went to Zimbabwe and la 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 la, because no, we are supernatural beings. Because we are supernatural beings, we came over, but here in this earth, it's like if you are a supernatural being and you came over to this world, you have to visit, you have to close, how can, you have to, yeah, to put on this body. Okay, even if this why they say Christ put on human body. Yeah, every one of us has, if you come here to earth, you have to put on the human body. So this is another history, this is another story. Back to the story of the colonization and why the colonization is now getting to the colonizers back, because it's very important, you have to know that these European nations, Holland, Israeli, then, because they are all the same. They are all from Germany, up to Russia. They're all these parts. These people, they call themselves Israeli, are Germans. So Ashkenazi. So if you have this people like English, Hollandish, then you had the Portuguese and all those people. They went over. The problem of them was to bring in the goods from the Holy Land to their land. To take in, normally they wanted to take over Africa, but they saw so many spiritual interact, so they could not, they could not rule over all Africa. So after years, they has to leave Africa, because the spiritual part says you cannot live in Africa. You have to live there where you came from, where your ancestors came from. So they went over to Europe. The colonizers, they knew that they cannot let Africa like it is. So they went out with their human body, but they put their spirit in there. They let their spirit in there. So now, what is very, very important to know is the colonizers, they know they can never go to Africa again, yeah, because it's already, in the spiritual world, it's already cut off, that they cannot live there. So this means they have to live here, or they have to find a solution to live somewhere else. Now listen carefully. What's happened? The colonizers, yeah, they was fighting Africa and taking goods and building up Spain, building up Rome, building up Americas, building up Europe. Yeah, okay. But now at this moment, you can see that things are changing, because everything is going back where it comes from. Even people from America and everywhere else in Asia, they know, oh, normally we came from Africa. Everyone thinks, oh, our forefathers came from Africa. This means everything has to go back where it comes from. But these European people never they have no yeah, they are not like us. They are not humans like the Africans, so they cannot go back to Africa like they want, la 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 la. So they have to stay here in Europe. Now listen carefully. If I am a animal and I know I cannot go somewhere, I have to stay where I'm living. How can I get myself, yeah, how can I live if I'm not taken from others? So this is a self, they protecting the self. It's a normal thing. What will happen? At this moment, you can see that Russia and Asia, yeah, Asia was the first. They was always depending from America. America this, America this. They was doing everything for America. Then the Europeans saw that the Americans are working with the Asians and producing many goods there for cheap money. Europeans also started doing business in there. But you have to know, Asia is with Russia together. First, they started to divide Russia like they did in Africa. Ukraine, you have to go to democracy. Then here, all the people all around Russia, they wanted to divide Russia. Russians was not the Russians was not, they started wars. But people like Putin, he's not dumb because he know without Africa, the Americas, the European would do nothing. And the Chinese people are very quiet. You should know the Chinese people, they are not loud. So the Chinese people, they only want to do business. They don't care if they're selling kids. They don't know. They don't care if they're selling humans. They don't know. They don't care if they're selling their own people for money. So what the Chinese people do? The Chinese people went to Africa and went all over because they understand the technique what the American people are using, and they understand that the whole world needs the Chinese people because the Chinese people, they can do everything what the other people do in every kind of quality. You can see that our everything that we wear, everything that is electronic, it comes from China. Yeah, and even if you have some things like it comes from America or German, the Chinese can do the same with the same power, yeah, or less power. It depends on your money. So, and the whole world knows that without China, no production. So then we have to ask ourselves, what does the Americas produce that the world needs? What does the German produce what the world needs? The Germans are very good with their automobile industry. Yeah, this is what the Germans do. Automobile industry. Then they have some other products that they sell. Then we have the Americas. They're good for selling their weapons. This is that what the Americans do. They're selling weapons. So if we ask ourselves where these nations getting the money from, we can go quickly to Google and everywhere else and find out where these nations getting the money from and how. And you will see they are not making money, yeah, with good things. Everything what they do is selling, yeah, things that they are that is not good for the world. But now listen carefully. This is not that what I want. This is not the point that I want to say for. Yes, they're selling bombs, etc., to live. Because if they don't do, they don't have. So now we have a problem in Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Arabians, the oil is over because it's normal. We people that believe in the Bible and all those things, we know that the Israel in Saudi Arabia is the Israel from the slave mother Hagar, is Arabia. So we know this is not the true Israel. The Israel down there in Africa is the free Israel. So it is the mother from us all, and you can never steal all goods over there because it will never end. Because the Ecuador is there, we have stones over stones. The Europeans do not even know about that. Now we have all the nations that I was telling you. Over there, we have Japan, we have Asians, we have Israeli, we have Americans, we have Germans, we have Hollandish, all over in one country, in one land, everywhere else, and all of them are searching for goods. Listen carefully. All of them are searching for goods because their lands are going to end. Yeah, Germany, yeah, this is the end of the Germans. This is the end of the Americas. This is the end of the other nations in Europe. Why? Asia and Russia, etc., are already doing the same thing like the colonizers did in the ancient time. Now, Asian and Russia are saying to the African people, look what these colonizers did to you. They came to your country and give you Jesus Christ, and they colonized you and taking your goods, raping your women. This is that what Putin saying to the African people. Now, brothers and sisters, the Most High is very great. What did he do? They will never understand each other. They will fight each other. Many things will happen. He will give the weapons to the people that have no power. Look, Kim Jong-un, what did North Korea have? North Korea is a piece of cake, y'all. But because this Kim Jong-un has bombs, the Americans, they fear. And we know that Russia was doing always business with Africa, he tried to put even a satellite for Angolan people like. But what happened? The European nation said, yo, the satellite is disappeared. Because you have to know something. Internet, satellites, like boats, cars, computers, everything today runs with internet and satellite. You need navigation, you need coordinations, telephones, and many things. Everything runs with the satellites. So they don't want Africans to have satellites. Even with the good communication, they can communicate to their brothers in Asia. They can communicate to their brothers in Russia. They can communicate without any money to their brothers in the Americas. So they all of them will know they are one. So the Russians don't care, the Asians don't care. So we have now today NATO, UN, and all these people fighting each other. Yeah, they're fighting each other because of Africa, not because of Israel. Because in Israel you cannot do any kind of agriculture. In Israel today, there this Israel that the people call Israel, you cannot take any stone under the earth. You cannot use their waters because they have no water that you can drink. Why I say something about drinking? Our water is going to end. Europe will not have water no more. Even their seas will dry off. No boat will drive in Europe. Okay? Then you have our meat, food. They will buy food for a lot of money from Africa. These Europeans, these Americans, oil and all these things. Where will it come from? Saudi Arabia is going to end. What did America do with Saudi Arabia if they don't have no more oil? Do you think they will let them 5 years to stay there, these terrorists? They will start to say, you are terrorists, you did this, you did this. You have to be very smart on these things. Yes, Putin is talking with African politicians like they are kids. Of course they are, because these things and this kind of places where they are is for humans. The Most I have a total other plan. But this is not the thing that I want to share with you today. Because this is not our fight, what they fight. This is the Most High's fighting against these people. But look, very careful. The thing that I want to tell you is, yeah, you have to be prepared. Because if I see, if I see, when I do become a racist, if I'm in danger, if I see, whoa, who are these people? It's like in Americas. Why they are shooting black people? Because they don't want the black people to become like in the ancient Egypt too much. It's a normal. The government say to the police people, kill some of them. Because once they can become too much here in this country. And the same thing, yeah, this self protection is happening now all over the world. Russia have to protect his kids. Asia have to protect his kids. German has to protect. Germans will fight against America. Bombs over bombs. The Russians will fight against Americas. Bombs over bombs. Israeli will get in fight against all this Muslim people. They will fight them. Brothers and sisters, it's very easy. It's very easy. Now, they're going to Southern African part of Africa. They want to building nuclear weapons. They want to put in satellites there. And this is the revolution. And they think after doing these things, they can stay and having more diamonds and having more gold. The Most High is... You see, many people don't know why we are speaking in Germany German. And the others don't know why we are speaking in England English. And then we are going to America, so we see they're speaking a total other English than they're speaking in England. Then the people will say, oh, no, they're speaking this kind of languages because they learned it like this. But I say to you, everywhere Yah's put in this world angels. You can go to a sea in Americas and you can ask the sea and say, hey, yo, sea, I'm here. The gods of this sea protect me. I want money and this and this. This is one of these things normally we don't share. This god of the sea, yeah, he have his own goods. He is the protector of this village, and maybe the sea is going later to ending to another sea, to a bigger sea and bigger sea. Brothers and sisters, this is the knowledge from our ancestors. You cannot do anything in the part of the sea or in the part of the city if we don't speak the language of the seas, of the gods of this particular area, if we don't honor them, if we don't go to the seas and give them that what is for them. Gods from the seas, please let me in, and here I want to build my house here, I want to take here something, I want to do something. If you don't do these rituals, you see, and that's why they have always problems in Africa, the white people, to do like they want. They cannot go and build up big old houses, and the Most High do not allow it. It's only for the children of Israel. It's only for the true children of Israel. It is only for the true children of Israel. That's why your part, I will make another video, and it will call War. This will be the video that I will do. The spiritual body, how we will get it, and how will the war be. Because many people have a lot of fiction, like we will come with chariots, and we will become like, huh? I will break it down, yeah. I will break it down easily, yeah, because it's spiritual, yeah, and I'm very spiritual. I like it, yeah. I like this part. So, because we are going now to the 1,000 years. This is the thing that many people has to know. We are going now to the part of the 1,000 years. The 1,000 years where we going. It's not the 1,000 year that many people think of, like we will become our spiritual bodies. No, the spiritual body we will become is in the Kunazulu in heaven. This means heaven and mountain, yeah, like Zulumongo, yeah, heaven and mountain. This means this will be the there where we will get in spiritual body. We will preach in spirit, and we will fight in spirit. This will be the second death. The second death. It's not easy to understand. That's why I have to break it down with the Bible, so that people will understand this 1,000 years where we are going to. And this 1,000 years where we are going to, it's the real Israel that will be rebuilt in the desert, like in Namibia down there, in Africa, southern Africa, you see, behind the rivers of Ethiopia. So a new Israel will be built there, and walls will be built there. Utopia, Wakanda, yeah, will be built there. A new land, you see, a new everything, and everybody will not getting in there. Oh, people, you have to know that. And we will build it. People will come from everywhere, from every nation. They will go up there, and the king, he will live in the north. In the north. So these things I will share with you. The only thing that I want to tell you is, prepare yourself. You have to leave the place where you are one day. It's good to have 2 passports or 3 passports. If it's here bad, go to another country where you can get. And if it's here bad, go to another country, because war is coming. The Americas lived like many years only because they are making war, because they don't pay taxes like other countries. But it's coming. And French is coming. The French never lived from import export. They have nothing. What they want to sell us? Wine? In the Southern America, the Most High already put fire in there, so that they cannot take all goods like they was taking it before. Because he say, you will take it from there, from Africa. And now my people in Africa will be lifted up, and you people will go down. It is written, like the people that cry will laugh. Like people that has something will be poor. So Europeans know that. Even in their movies, they're showing us this. They're showing us big old houses are breaking down. Water are coming over cities and people are killing each other, etc. etc. So it's not showing us Africa, yo. In the 1,000 years, there will be in the kingdom, yeah, in this kingdom, people will fight all over the world. We will feed the world. We will give them food. We will protect some of them. Brothers and sisters, you have to know that. Because many Europeans know it already. The kingdom is going to end. And the people that think the chariots will take them from the Americas, or the chariots will take them from Asia, it's a lie. There's no chariot will take you from Asia or from America to go to somewhere else. Did not Christ tell you that the earth is his kingdom? That now his kingdoms is in the hand from other wicked people? So how can you believe that you will go to Mars? Yeah, there is the place where the Most High lives. It cannot be. So you have to be very smart, because he already did it and said it where his place will be. And it's not in the Middle East. So very important to know, we are in a time of war. This is a real war. Asia want to live. Americans want to live. Europeans want to live. And now we are unique. We are all the same. You can have bombs, you can have all these things. You cannot do anything because we have internet everywhere. Everyone can see the wicked things they do. So they will fight each other because of the goods of the world. Many humans. The goods are going to end. The Most High is angry. The earth, yeah, the earth is angry. The four elements: water, wind, earth, and fire. Yeah, they are coming for us. People are going crazy. No work. The people that was getting so many money from their works, the works are going to end. No works, nowhere, no work, no money. Money is just paper. The most I say, my money is gold, silver, and etc. Think about that. I really do not want to fight anyone, but I want you to think about that. I want you to share it, to tell your brothers, beware. We are Afro-Americans. We are Africans. We good that this African name is not ours, but you have to know where you come from. You have to know that it's better to die there than to die in America. It's better to die there than to die in China. Yeah, it's just a movie.